just looked over for a second, and I saw this flash go by me. He's like, you could tell, yeah, this guy is starting to excite the Lions brass. It's starting to excite him.
And kudos to him, because he's the one that is putting the work in, and I think gaining the trust of Jared Goff, gaining the trust of his teammates, understanding what the job is with or without the football. And I think, guys like David Montgomery, guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown have mentioned him blocking down the field. Both guys have benefited by JMO blocks as they've gotten into the end zone. And this is a very exciting thing if you're a Detroit Lions fan, because you see it now. You just wanted to see it a little bit, and now you're seeing it. Now the way Dan Campbell talks about this kid is much different than he did 4 months ago, and I think JMO gets a lot of credit for doing that, because you got to keep in mind, he's 21 years old. He's a baby. And I mean that in the sincerest in like an endearing term, not like a negative term.
Yeah.
I mean that like it is an endearing. Yeah, these guys are so young, man, and they have so much maturing to do, and he has had to do it on the fly, in front of everybody, facing adversity, and he's come out on the other side, and he gets credit for that.
Yeah, he deserves the credit. I remember talking about this, arguing, and I'm not gonna say with you two. I'm just going to say arguing with the fans and arguing with people talking about JMO. I was arguing. Oh, I don't like JMO. Oh, we drafted him and he was hurt. Oh, he didn't really show me that much. Oh, when he came in, why did they only put him in for this play? Oh, now he was caught up in gambling. I told everybody, just relax. So he's a young kid. So you got to realize when he got drafted, he's a young kid. You got to realize he got hurt when he got drafted. You got to realize when he came here as a young kid, that was hurt. He was kind of by himself. The game was going on without him. The team was going without them. They're trying to learn. They're 0-6, and then they're 8-2, and then he's a little part of that. Start to see a little success, and he made a dumb decision with the gambling. But hell, I think we all would make that same dumb decision depending on how the rules were. You didn't know necessarily how to operate. You could be across the street and it may get flagged because you're on the Wi-Fi, et cetera, et cetera. So then he had to go through that process. But he's still young. The good thing about it, the team knew he was young when they drafted him because they interviewed him, and they knew who he was. The players knew who he was because they stayed with him, and they allowed him to stay the course. And he stayed involved, and he stayed with Detroit, and then he's worked his ass off. He's calling the jug machines. He's heard everybody talking about he can't catch, and that he should be able to catch. If he's making all this money, then why can't he get open? Why is he dropping the ball? He's worked hard and hard and hard. But the team stayed with him. Dan Campbell stayed with him. They stayed on him. They gave him the necessary criticism that he deserved, but they also gave him the necessary love. And you're seeing a guy that is loving playing for Detroit, just like when we saw him finally smile when he got here, and we realized that we mistook.
Yep.
We mistook what he looked like on draft day, and that was not the truth. He got here and he smiled. He's the same guy smiling now, and I'm happy. It's a good story to watch. Kid.